Morning, everybody. It's Friday, thank God, right? I know I'm looking forward to the weekend. It's been freezing ass cold here in California, excuse my language, but I mean, it was ice on my windows this morning, so that's big news for us here. And I think actually my town, Chula Vista, California, was one of the warmer towns in San Diego County last night. We were like, I guess we were below freezing, so pretty cold here for us. Obviously, if you're from Chicago, like Vera, or actually from anywhere besides San Diego, this is not such big news. The other big news, of course, is the Padres signed Manny Machado, which is awesome news since I have access to a luxury box. I don't have it, but an ex-boss of mine, a guy I still work with actually, has the luxury suite for the San Diego Padres. So the team has been terrible, but the suite is super nice. So I enjoy going a lot, and I enjoy baseball, Major League Baseball. So pretty excited about Manny Machado. And then I heard this morning the Padres are still considering signing Bryce Harper. And boy, would that be something. We'd have Hosmer, Manny Machado, Will Myers, Bryce Harper, and a pretty good young pitching staff. I mean, and Petco Park. The Padres could be dangerous, which would be amazing for the town of San Diego after we lost the Chargers. And we've had some heartbreaks over the years. We've never had a winner. So, I mean, an ultimate winner. We never had a championship, I guess is what I mean. So, anyway, that would be super exciting for us here in San Diego. Sorry about the launched video, but anyway. I wanted to talk a little bit about, I saw a post from Orlando that had some pointers for new investors, and they were all excellent. I mean, that is a great post. That's the kind of post I'd love to see a lot more of. I'm not the only quote-unquote authority on here. And I'm not an authority by any stretch of the imagination. I don't think any of us are, right? We're all investors. We're at various stages of the game, but we're all just investors trying to get to the same spot, which is, to a place of financial security and to be our own boss and all that kind of stuff. So we're all the same in here, as far as I'm concerned. And so I encourage that. I'd love to see more stuff like that. And I hope somebody's reaching out to Orlando. Then I got a guy like Ashton, who's brand new to the group, but one of my partners, Grant, has been communicating with Ashton for, I don't know, a couple weeks now, I think. And I think Ashton's 18 or 17, or he's just a kid. But let me tell you something, Ashton's all over it. He's working hard, trying to make something happen. He's got a partner, I think, the same age as him. I think they may be like seniors in high school even, or just got out of high school, or I don't know, something like that. Young guys, but they're all over it. I love it. I think that's fantastic. I wish I had stumbled onto something like this when I was 18 or whatever. So anyway, I love to see that. So I love the group's growing too. I think the more we get, the more people, the better off we're going to be. I've kept it closed because, I don't want it to be the wild, wild west like Andrew LeBaron's group. I love that group, and for me, it's fine because I can sift through all that stuff. But if I was brand new, it might be overwhelming and it might turn me off if there was too much stuff in there. And I understand where Andrew's coming from, because he's looking at it and he's not putting the fluff on there. Other people are, and he can't control it because he's got an open group. But the balance is, the closed group, you're limiting your membership because people don't want to go through the process to get it approved or whatever. So anyway, it's a catch-22, and I just chose to keep it closed for now. I think it's working out pretty well. On that topic, and I did want to get everybody's opinion on this, I was looking at a program called Deal Machine, and it's just another way to find motivated sellers, which I'm always interested in finding, because I'm pounding on the scrapes, and the return on those isn't great. I mean, look, it's worth the money when I'm paying for the scrapes. It's definitely worth it for the return I get, but it's not bringing me the amount of leads I want, and I'm big on diversifying our marketing efforts. So anyway, this program Deal Machine sounded interesting to me. I actually reached out to the guy David, who, I think that's his name. I'm in my car and I'm 52, so bear with me if I got that wrong. And I just reached out to him in email yesterday, so we haven't even talked on the phone yet. But anyway, I talked to him about maybe doing a live case study with someone in our group, and we could video it and do it in the group and see how his program worked. And I'm not going to I'm going to ask your guys' opinion on this and see what you think. And I don't care either way. I'm curious what people would think about it. One of my partners had a little bit of a concern about doing it if the product is no good. Do we want to be advertising stuff and this and that? And I think he's got a very valid point. But I was looking at it more as, if we do it as a case study, and we'll let the product live and die on its own merit. I mean, we're going to video it and put it out there. I was thinking more do it from a neutral standpoint, and I'm going to let the guy, in this case, I believe his name is David, that is, developed this program and all that stuff, and let him do the selling on it, and he can present it to all of us via a live case study that one of our members can benefit from, and we can all watch and see if the program's worth it, before we spend the money on it. So that was my idea behind it. We'd get a live look at how this thing actually works, because the hype videos on any of this stuff, sounds great, but then you get the package, you take the wrapping off, and all of a sudden it's not what you thought it was. And that's always a huge frustration when I go to buy stuff. I'll tell you, we just had that experience. We went to buy a program, and I don't want to throw the program under the bus, so I'm not going to mention what it is, but it had to do with cash buyers. And the program has a non-refundable there's no refund. You can't get a refund. And if there's a real estate thing and any of these gizmos and gadgets and systems and blah blah blah, and if it doesn't have a money back guarantee, I'm not buying it. That's just my rule. So we didn't buy that one, and we ended up going with another one, and we ended up having to cancel it because it's no good for what we were trying to do, and it doesn't it's basically PropStream repackaged, which is fine. If you don't have PropStream, it's probably a great service, but I already have PropStream, and I don't need an unskip trace list of the same data I'm already paying for with PropStream. So anyway, but I would have known that, and if it was no refunds, I'd have been stuck with a $290 yearly subscription for something I don't need, and that'd be a lot of money to be paying a month on a monthly basis, for something I don't need and that I already have covered for a third of that price, with a ton more other features involved. So anyway, I'd love to comment in the post, guys, what your thoughts are on us doing case studies like that. I mean, if I did it, I would reach out to, or people reach out to us often as well, since we have a group. They reach out to us and want us to hype stuff and give us a link, and they'll pay us if somebody signs up, et cetera, et cetera. And look, I like money. I'm happy to do it. I don't want, and something like these case studies, I wouldn't want it to be, the only thing I would accept for it from these people would be free use of the product. So in other words, if we did a case study, and I would expect, if they're going to do a case study advertising their product in the group, that I wouldn't have to pay for the product while we did the case study. So that would be the only thing I would accept for somebody, unless I actually use the product on a regular basis in my business. Will I endorse it? So the only thing I currently officially endorse and actually receive compensation for, although I have not received a dime, but I would if somebody was to click through my PropStream link, but it'd be hard to click through it since you guys don't have it. I think it's posted somewhere on the board once, but it's not like I'm out there pumping up PropStream. But they gave me a link, And I'm not ashamed to post that one, you know, for you guys to click through. And if I made 10 bucks on it, great. Because I use PropStream. I do. I use it every day. I talk about it in my videos. I mean, it's something I actually use. But I guess my point is I'm not going to be the guy hyping up a bunch of junk that I don't use and telling you how great everybody's systems and playing round robin where I hop on so-and-so's board and hype up his thing, and then he comes over with his group and hypes up my thing, and we all jump around between each other's. You know, I'm not, that's not what I'm trying to be a real estate investor, guys, not a guy selling systems or making money on multi-level marketing or, you know, whatever they call that, affiliate marketing or whatever. That's not my model. Okay. So put your opinions down, guys, if those case studies would be helpful. I know I would love to have that as a guy who's always interested in learning something new or finding a new gizmo, gadget, or system that works. And of course, all of them catch my eye if they, you know, they hook you with that "we're going to make your life easier" pitch. And I'm always on board for that. I'm always on board for the first ticket I can find to Lazy Train. If there's a first class pass to that I can buy, I'm on it. So anyway, you get the point. Put your comments below, guys. I'd like to know your opinions. I'd like to do the case studies. And again, I would do it on a basis. The only thing I would get for free from them would be the use of whatever the program is during the case study, so that you know, obviously we can video that and show you guys how the product works, how long it takes, and, you know, everything you want to know about it. Basically, we'll video it and do a live experience with somebody actually using it. And so anyway, I've got vendors and guys that are coming up with these things that are interested in doing that for the group. I've been hesitant to do it, so I'd like to hear your thoughts, because I don't know, I think it's something that would be beneficial to everybody. At least you get a chance to look at some of this stuff before you throw down any money. So put your thoughts below, guys, and have a great Friday and a great weekend. If I don't talk to you, hopefully it's going to be nice for all you guys, and hopefully nice for me too. All right, man, have a good one. Bye.